Denver Nuggets have made a major mistake that could push their superstar in Nikola Jokic out of the franchise, and they may have missed their opportunity to correct it. We are going to provide you with all of the recent updates today. If you enjoy the content, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on to stay updated with the latest NBA updates. Now, let's get to today's report.
Every game the dream comes true. The NBA recap, where the chords ignite. The NBA recap, every story night. The NBA recap.
The Denver Nuggets finally captured an NBA title in 2023, with Nikola Jokic leading the way as the best player in the world. But just over a year later, the organization is letting him down, and it's absolutely frustrating. The championship window that seems so wide open is now in danger of slamming shut because the front office has failed to make the right moves. Here's the deal. There's always pressure on good teams to win a ring, but once a team wins it all, that pressure doesn't just disappear, it intensifies. Suddenly, everyone expects you to win again. And make no mistake, the rest of the league is gunning for Denver now, looking to dethrone the defending champs. The problem? The Nuggets don't seem to care. Brian Windhorst said it perfectly on ESPN. The pressure has now arrived for the Nuggets. They're going to be a very expensive team, Windhorst added, noting that Denver has run out of time with cheaper contracts. They won a title because they built a roster around Jokic with players who could contribute at a high level without breaking the bank. But that's over now, and the front office seems content to let things fall apart. Take the decision not to retain Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Caldwell-Pope was a crucial part of Denver's championship run. He played defense, hit key shots, and provided veteran leadership. And what did the Nuggets do this summer? They let him walk. This wasn't some role player we're talking about. Caldwell-Pope was a starter on a championship team, and instead of paying him what he deserved, Denver decided to cut costs. How is that acceptable when the goal is to win? Sure, Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon are still around, and they're great, but losing Caldwell-Pope is a sign of what's coming. This team is getting more expensive, and the front office doesn't seem willing to invest in maintaining the roster around Jokic. If the organization isn't careful, they're going to waste the prime years of a generational talent by refusing to spend. And let's not forget about the lack of bench depth, which was already an issue. With key contributors gone and no real reinforcements coming in, this team is about to take a step back. The Nuggets had a chance to build something special, a dynasty even. But instead of doubling down on what worked, they're banking on Jokic to carry even more weight without the supporting cast that helped him lift the Larry O'Brien trophy in the first place. It's not just frustrating, it's negligent. The front office is gambling with the future, and the biggest loser might just be Jokic himself. This team still has the talent to compete, but the margin for error is shrinking. If the organization doesn't wake up soon, we could be looking at one of the greatest what-if stories in NBA history. What if the Nuggets actually did everything they could to support their MVP? Instead, it's looking like we'll be left wondering how a team with so much potential let it all slip away. The biggest problem with all of this? It could push Nikola Jokic out of Denver. Jokic is a once-in-a-generation talent. And while he's been loyal to the Nuggets, no superstar is going to sit around and watch their prime years get wasted. He's already given everything to this franchise. Back-to-back MVPs, a championship, and the kind of all-around play that defines greatness. But even the most patient superstar has limits. If the front office continues to cut corners, refusing to spend and build a competitive team around him, it wouldn't be a shock if Jokic starts looking elsewhere. We've seen it time and again in the NBA. Great players leaving when the organization stops doing everything in its power to win. If Denver doesn't change course soon, they could lose not just their shot at another title, but the greatest player in franchise history. If Nikola Jokic were to leave Denver, the entire league would be lining up for a chance to land him. Teams like the Miami Heat and Dallas Mavericks, both of which are always looking to add another superstar to their core, would surely be interested. The Golden State Warriors could also come calling, looking to extend their dynasty with a big man who complements their style of play. Then there's the Los Angeles Lakers, who are always in the market for the next big thing, especially with LeBron James nearing the end of his career. Overseas, teams like the Boston Celtics or Philadelphia 76ers, constantly searching for that final piece to put them over the top, would break the bank to get Jokic. Even small market teams like the San Antonio Spurs or Indiana Pacers might try to swing for the fences, hoping to pair Jokic with their young talent. Frankly, every franchise would be crazy not to pursue him if the opportunity arose. If Denver isn't careful, they could be watching their franchise centerpiece lead another team to the promised land. The Nuggets must find a way to correct this issue and keep their stars happy, or major changes could be coming to the franchise. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps get the videos in the algorithm. This is Lucas with the NBA Recap signing off. See you next time, guys.